Hey, Tanya, I have a question for you, Danny here.
Yes,
Any
Danny.
recommendations for, this is what I was alluding to in the email that I sent you. Any recommendations for professional insurance, an agency to use? I think at IBBA, they are affiliated. I think it's, what is it, 180 something or another. They offer insurances for business brokers that covers
Yeah.
valuations, et cetera, et cetera. So,
Well, EXP Commercial has E&O insurance to cover business brokers.
mhm,
And then if you want additional insurance separate from that, I think it was Hill.
that's who I was thinking about. He'll purchased 180 or vice versa. So they were recommended there. But what I was
Yeah,
getting at was,
and they are recommended. Well, they are partnered up with IBBA and also M&A Source.
mhm,
And I did check with several different companies, but actually Hill seemed to be the most knowledgeable about business brokers and packages for business brokers,
mhm,
and the most reasonable price wise. So, but it's still going to run you, you know, 3,500 to $5,000 for your own policy
got it.
or
And
more.
that wouldn't be considered overlapped compared to what EXP is already offering, is it?
Well, I think that it would overlap for your business transactions because EXP already covers that. But if you're looking for coverage for consulting services or valuations or some other, something else that you're doing, exit planning, some
Hmm.
other thing that you're doing,
Hmm.
then that would certainly, I believe that policy would cover your consulting, where I don't know if EXP's policies cover consulting because I'm not, why would they? I don't know that they do.
Right.
So in terms of selling businesses though, your the EXP policy would be primary because your transaction, EXP Commercial would be the broker on your business transaction.
Right.
You would be the agent, but EXP Commercial would be the broker. So
Okay.
their E&O would essentially, if there was an issue or dispute with a business transaction, you got pulled into court over it, their coverage, you would need to notify state broker would notify whoever, and the carrier would get involved to defend whatever the suit was.
Right. I'll take your recommendation to reach out to corporate. What kind of threw me off a little bit, Tanya, was, you know, EXP covers business brokering, but in my mind, and this is just in my mind, under that is exit planning, valuations, all tied to brokering a business. So I thought all of that would be encapsulated, but I just want to make sure. That's why
Yeah,
I'm asking.
it may. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, Danny. And I haven't ever seen a copy of the actual policy. So that's what I would
Right.
say is, maybe you just request a copy of the policy to see what it covers
Exactly.
and go from there.
I was going to add a couple things. First, if you get that policy, please share it with Tanya and us. We've asked for that for a long time, and it's never been forthcoming. I don't know why, and I don't know the limits of it. Used to be a rumor that it was $85 million of coverage. I think it's probably closer to 5 or 10 million, but we don't know how much our deductible is, or what's covered and what's not covered, what activities are excluded. We really
Hmm.
should know that. So it's not a bad idea to get like supplemental coverage. And I was going to suggest, rather than getting an overlapping E&O policy, to get an umbrella business insurance policy, because that's a broader coverage and it might help protect you for some of these other non-specific business brokerage activities that are covered by E&O.
Okay. No, that's a good thought. Well, I'm just curious. Maybe it's something for everybody on the call. What is everyone doing? I mean, do you have additional insurances? Do you how are you approaching that? I mean, I just want to make sure that as I'm moving forward and something happens that, I don't stick my neck out too far and lose it.
Yeah. I mean, I have an E&O policy that I had before I joined EXP, and so I just maintained it. I still have it, and I just renew it every year.
Mhm.
But I don't know that it's necessary. I don't know that it's necessary.
Okay.
So I would say, do your own homework on that before, because there's, no sense throwing money into a black hole if you don't need to.
Exactly. That's why I'm asking these questions. Thank you.
Yeah.